This is one of the best offensive schemes in Madden 24. You can basically hit your opponent up on short passes and pick up first down after first down, and you still have the opportunity to have those deep strikes that you can basically go for a touchdown as well, and just keep your opponent on his toes. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, click that notification bell, and let's go ahead and lock in and get into this game. It's your boy Larry back at you again with another video, and today I got another banger for y'all boys, man. We are in the Cincinnati Bengals playbook. If y'all haven't already, go check out my Chiefs and Miami Dolphins playbook. Ton of heat, ton of plays in those videos. Make sure to go like those up, go check those out. But today we are in the MD chips. We are getting to the kind of the nitty gritty of the Bengals playbook. We coming to end low key. I still gotta search some more plays, but we finna get into one of the best formations out of the Bengals playbook. So we are going to be utilizing post cross, and we also are going to be utilizing some other plays out of this formation as well. So the first thing we're going to be using is post cross. Going to be showing y'all how to be basically a cover 3 out of it first. Now with this play, you do have to kind of give yourself more time the way you do have to set this up. So the first thing that you actually want to do with this play, boys, you want to motion over the square receiver. Go ahead, put triangle on a streak. Put X on a drag route, put circle on a comeback route. The reason that we're putting triangle and X on these routes is because those block and release will basically mess this whole play up. Where basically you won't have enough time. So that's why we are putting those players on route, and triangle is just gonna help isolate that safety for the cover 3 bomb. Now the next step that you want to go ahead and do, you want to go ahead and double team this outside guy to the right, and you also want to slide protect to the right. This should allow you to have enough time to go ahead and kind of just get this cover 3 beater off, just enough time to get that one play touchdown. You want to have your fastest receiver right there, just so this play develops as fast as possible. So you want to go ahead and motion him out, put triangle on a streak, put X on a drag. You can honestly put X on whatever you want. It's totally up to you. Just don't put him on a street route, because that will just completely ruin the cover 3 beater. Then you want to go ahead and put circle on comeback route. Like I said, double team this outside guy and slide protect to the right. Then you just want to slowly kind of just gradually slide to the right. That time we get a bad throw. But a lot of the times you will be able to get enough time to actually complete this. I'm going to go ahead and run this one more time for you guys. Hopefully we can go ahead and utilize it, so I can go ahead and kind of just show you guys. So we're just going to slide protect to the right. Then as you can see, it's going to be money every single time against a cover 3. Now this same concept is basically going to work against a cover 4, but it is going to be a tighter fit. Cover 4 is a little bit harder to beat when it comes to over the top coverages, but it does work if you have the timing right. So we're going to go to post cross again. We are going to be just working this against a cover 4 drop, boys. Same setup. We're just going to do the same exact thing that we were doing before. You can double team this guy and slide protect to the right if you want, but you kind of step up in the pocket, and then you kind of just want to lead it up the field just like that over the top of that second safety. And if you have somebody fast enough, you will be able to lead it for a touchdown. Now against cover 4, it is a little bit more risky. It is a little bit more risky just because it's a closer fit. But a lot of times when it comes to Madden 2, a lot of times they'll just swap the pass just like that. They won't go for the pick unless a user actually clicks on and picks it, which that can happen. That's why I'm saying it is more of a risk. But a lot of times in game, if you don't kind of complete this, a lot of times it will just be a swap. But you kind of just gotta get the timing down pat. If you get the timing down pat, a lot of times it's gonna end just like that for a touchdown. But it is a little bit more risky for an interception, just throwing that out there. But you do have the potential to get a touchdown, and you have something in your arsenal if you need to go to it to beat cover 4. Now moving on, gonna be showing y'all how to beat cover 4 quarters out of this formation as well. We are gonna be using the PA cross again. All you want to really do, I like to motion this guy in, put triangle on a flat route. That's really all you have to do, and you will kind of see square just blow past this guy, and then it's going to be a one play touchdown against a cover 4 quarters. Pretty simple, nothing too complicated there. And what else I want to go ahead and show y'all in today's video out of this play that you can go ahead and utilize. I know I'm showing the deep bomb plays, but out of this post cross against any zone coverage, basically the X and triangle receiver will basically be open for like about to 10-yard gain every single time, consistently. When it comes to any zone coverage in the game, you kind of just take your pick, and whoever's open, you just take your yards. It's going to be open every single time. Now, when it comes to man coverage will typically cover this pretty decent amount. For the most part, you will still be able to pick up a decent amount of yards against man coverage. But as y'all can see, this is just going to kind of irritate your opponent, because a lot of times you can go ahead and just pick up about 5 to 10 yards a pop. That time, that was my fault. You kind of do still have to pay attention to what you're doing, but for the most part, you'll be able to get 5 to 10 yards every single time with this play. And the beautiful thing about this, once you got your opponent and you got him worried about all these flat routes and stuff, that opens up the middle of the field a lot more. And if you go ahead and pay attention, a lot of times once you have done that, that's how we get instant sack. But I'm going to go back to this play to kind of just go ahead and show y'all right now. A lot of times you'll see that this R1 receiver will actually get open across the middle, especially if the user is super focused on coming down on those other routes that you have been utilizing, and he's trying to basically just stop. So if we just wait for that R1 receiver, which I'm surprised we didn't get it off that time, but y'all can clearly see the R1 and circle receiver will get open like a lot of the time for the most part. And if you're able to get it off, it's going to be a big gain every single time. But in a situation, you will see that he's going to get open just like this, especially if the user tries to go and focus on those flat routes. And also the circle receiver will get open a lot of the times too. But like I was saying, the money is just these flat routes, man. These flat routes will just basically cook. Pay attention sometimes, just like how we did earlier. If somebody's playing cover 2 and setting their zone drops to 0, that can kind of cause an interception to happen. But other than that, it's going to be money every single time. And even if somebody is setting their zone drops that far down, like I said, you can have R1 and circle and utilize that out of this formation. Moving on, boys, going to be showing y'all how to be cover 2. But also this play is going to be able to beat every zone coverage in the game as well. It's going to be the deep post out. Just going to be working this out of a cover 2 zone just to show you guys what you want to go ahead and do. You want to motion over this circle receiver. You want to put square on a streak. Put triangle on a flat route. You want to go ahead and put S on a flat route and put R1 on a flat route. Now, what you can do whatever you want to with X, honestly, but I like putting them on a flat route for an extra check down. But against a cover 2, against any zone in the game, this is going to be open every single time. Doesn't matter whether it's cover 2, cover 3, or cover 4. It's going to consistently beat zone coverage. But I usually like using this against a cover 2 just because I want to know for sure. Like, if I see somebody on cover 2, I know it's going to be my go-to. But this will be every coverage in the game, even if it isn't a cover 2, which is the beautiful thing about it. It's going to be open. Moving on, boys, showing y'all some more things out of this formation. Going to be showing y'all how to beat man coverage as well out of this formation. So the play that we are going to be utilizing is going to be this corner strike. So the reason that I really like this corner strike is because you really can just run and stop. I just motion in square, which is Jamar Chase. Like I said, you also still have the option to throw to these flat routes against man coverage. It's just that they may not pick up a lot of yards. You can see that they still consistently do get open. I'm gonna go ahead and throw to X just to kind of show you guys that they still do consistently get open out of the backfield, that you can consistently pick up about 5 yards a pop no matter what. Now, motioning the square receiver, this is going to be the 2 reads. It's going to be square and R1 against man coverage. You do have triangle and X if you do want to hit those guys, but against man coverage, you're going to be looking for the square receiver first. The square receiver, he is going to cook man coverage for the most part every single time, consistently, and it's going to happen very, very easy. Now, on top of that, if the square receiver isn't open, which he's going to be open against man coverage every single time, this R1 receiver is going to cook for the most part every single time. Once he clears that zone underneath the cover 1, or if it's just cover 2, man, he's just going to be open immediately. If you have a situation where you feel like you want to clear him out more too, you can always put X on like a street, kind of clear out his route a little bit. That's how we get sacked. But if square is not open for some reason, you do always have that R1 receiver that's going to come across the middle while open against man coverage as well. Showing y'all one more thing out of this formation. that is pretty nice that you can go ahead and utilize as well. It's gonna be this tight end screen, boys. It's a really nice screen that you can just kind of just throw out there when you don't really feel like just kind of picking a pass play. Just something real simple. Throw your opponent off. Go ahead and throw it. A lot of times you will have a lot more success than what you actually seen there. A lot of times you'll see the DN come in free just like this, and that is when you get the most success. As you can see, pick up at least about 10 yards. I'll pop with this tight end screen. Just running it just like this. So pretty nice play. Go ahead and mix in your arsenal. If you have a really fast tight end, you can really go ahead and just gash your opponent with this formation as well. But boys, this is gonna go ahead and conclude the video, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Click that notification bell to stay up to date with all of my videos, man. It's your boy Alert, man. I love y'all boys. Y'all stay up, y'all stay blessed. I will catch y'all in the next video, and peace.